And welcome back. It's 7 past the hour. Now, Valentine's Day is coming up tomorrow. Many people will head out to eat dinner with their loved ones, but if you want to impress your someone special by cooking for them, then you're going to want to pay attention right now. TV6's Andrew LaCombe joins us live this morning at NMU, getting some tips on cooking a romantic meal. Andrew?
Good morning, Vicki. We are at NMU's Jacobetti Center, where the hospitality students all learn to hone their craft, and we're going to be led through a great Valentine's Day meal this morning. Joining us right now is NMU hospitality student Becca Allen. Thanks so much for being here, Becca.
Yeah, no problem.
And we're starting with dessert this morning.
Yes, we are. Everybody loves dessert, especially on Valentine's Day. So we chose some really easy, simple things you can do at home, and we actually have... Our first thing is we have pumpkin muffins with a pumpkin glaze and a cream cheese pumpkin frosting, and just a simple decoration of fondant. We cut it out with hearts and a strawberry, because everyone loves strawberries.
And why the pumpkin?
Pumpkin is a huge aphrodisiac for men, which everyone knows an aphrodisiac gets people in the mood.
Okay, and that's what we're going for on this holiday. So take us through how we get one of these muffins together.
It's super easy. You bake the muffin, you make the glaze with, all it is powdered sugar, butter, milk, and a little bit of pumpkin spice, of course, pumpkin puree, and you just glaze that on the top. The pumpkin frosting is just coconut milk and, again, pumpkin spice, and you just whip it up until it looks like whipped cream.
Okay, and we're going to put this recipe on our website coming up today. UpperMichiganSource.com will have what you need to know to prepare these desserts. Now we have something else you're going to show us.
Yeah, we actually have an aphrodisiac for women right now. We have simple, easy, chocolate-covered strawberries. As everybody knows, women loves chocolate, no matter when it is. And it's simple. All you do is take really beautiful, big strawberries, dip them in chocolate, and you can set them in the cooler overnight, let them sit. Simple, again, you can do white chocolate drizzles on it, even some almonds, since almonds are a huge aphrodisiac for women.
All right. So anything else you wanted to show us? Coming up, we're going to be looking at the rest of the meal. I guess you have to do something other than the dessert.
Right. We'll be looking at some shrimp cocktail, some asparagus with almonds, and we'll be looking at grilled lamb chops.
All right. So stick around for that. That's coming up later on this morning. Now, Becca, you are a senior, correct, in this program. So what are your goals? What do you really like to cook?
I really love cooking comfort foods. Anything delicious, buttery, grilling. When you think about good old American cooking, that's definitely me. I've learned it here, and I've learned some great exotic foods too, so it's been great here.
All right. Well, we'll be checking out the rest of the meal coming up a little bit later on this morning, but we're going to send things back to the studio now, live in Marquette. Andrew LaCombe, TV6 News.
Hey, Andrew, I have a real quick question. If you could ask Becca, those strawberries, I'm not a strawberry lover, but I can admit those strawberries were enormous. Did she have to special order those, or did she find them locally?
Vicki is wondering if you bought those strawberries locally, or they're big, so she's wondering where they're from.
We actually got them from GFS, our local provider that provides us with all of our food.
All right, actually they're coming through with an order right now this morning. So strawberries, you can find them, I guess, at Gordon Foods, and nice and big, so lots of room for chocolate.
Yes, there is.
We'll send some back for you too.
Okay, thanks, Andrew. All right, well, I'll tell you what, indeed, that is something that is a big hit for Valentine's Day is chocolate.
Yeah.
All right, you saw those chocolate-covered strawberries, some good dessert recipes we're going to post it on our website, so keep these things in mind, Wesley.
And you've got plenty of excuses to cuddle up over the next several days when the weather gets cold out there.
Valentine's just a day away. Now, a lot of people will be heading out to eat dinner with their loved ones, but it might be more impressive to cook a meal at home for your somebody special. TV6's Andrew LaCombe joins us again at NMU, getting some tips on cooking a romantic meal. Andrew?
Good morning again, Vicki. This morning now we are at the Chez Nous restaurant at NMU in the Jacobetti Center. The mood is set for a great meal. We have this nice fireplace, and we're going to find out exactly what's on the table. Joining me now is NMU hospitality professor Leslie Cory. Thank you so much for being here, welcome. Leslie.
Hi, Vicki.
And so tell me, what is on the table this morning?
Well, we put together some things that are visually familiar to a lot of people. However, I don't think what's familiar to people is that they have aphrodisiac qualities. And what do we mean by aphrodisiac qualities? Well, there's no scientifically documented properties in these foods. However, throughout history, they've been used to promote feelings of feelings of stimulating love and being amorous. And so as a teacher and culinarian, I always say we eat with our eyes first. So visually appealing, and also the second part of it is tactile, thinking of using all your senses. So you hear bacon frying in a pan, you hear, or you touch bread warm. It's tactile foods, the shrimp cocktail, feeding your lover, picking up asparagus, because as Emily Post says, that's okay to do. So anything that you love that's familiar to you, with your loved one could be, a real good food to have as a Valentine's Day dinner. But historically speaking, in terms of aphrodisiacs, there are some foods that we want to pay attention to.
All right, so earlier this morning we were cooking up some desserts, and so now we have the meal part that's on the table. Do you want to tell us what you cooked up and
Sure. The students today have prepared lamb chops, loin lamb chops, grilled, really taking the most integrity with them, simply olive oil, garlic, fresh garlic, salt and pepper, and a nice grill mark. And we never want to cook lamb over medium or medium rare. And we did the same thing with the asparagus. We sauteed baby finger asparagus in olive oil, lemon, butter, and toasted almonds, slivered almonds. And for dessert, I did say we had the shrimp cocktail. And that is classic. People might think that shrimp cocktail is old-fashioned, but the shrimp, all seafood has known to be have aphrodisiac qualities. And as I said before, the tactile, using all the senses in a dining experience would be considered part of the aphrodisiac dinner. They're going to enjoy some creme brulee for dessert, as well as those beautiful strawberries that you saw before that Vicki will be enjoying shortly. And then I just put together a bowl of some of the things that citrus fruits are often considered aphrodisiac: cinnamon, star anise. You know, Andrew, it's interesting to note that the Chinese have beliefs in medicinal purposes in medicines and beliefs in their qualities for, let's say, ginseng, to promote certain things. Those still remain true today. So the concept of aphrodisiacs and foods that promote love go back to, say, the biblical times or mythical times with, who was that? I have to look at my notes. What's her name, Andrew? Sparrows. Oh, let me tell you. Aphrodite thought that sparrows had aphrodisiac qualities because of the amorous nature of how they related to one another. They probably don't, but that was the belief. So a lot of it is what's in your head, too.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here and for all your students for setting up this delicious meal. And I know you've even got some wine. You're going to have a toast before Valentine's Day. Yes. So anything else?
Well, also, you want to keep your alcohol to a minimum, because if you have gone through all this trouble to do this lovely meal, you don't want to overdo the alcohol part, because you'll just fall asleep and all those amorous feelings will just be put to waste. But I do have an article that was posted in Northern Horizon magazine on aphrodisiacs. It was a couple years ago, but we'll post it on our link to Chez Nous.
Okay. And Chez Nous is the restaurant here at NMU that the culinary students, hospitality students get a lot of experience, correct? Right.
We're testing recipes right now for our grand reopening on March 13th. That's Wednesday. We're open Wednesdays and Thursdays through the end of April for lunch only, and we're really doing some new and exciting things this year.
We might have to come back and try out that menu. So thanks so much for being here. Thanks to both of you and the whole team here in the Jacob Betty Center kitchen. So we're going to send things back to the studio now, live in Marquette. Andrew LaCombe, TV6 News.
All right, thank you very much, Andrew. And I know those recipes that he was telling you about are now posted on our website, so you can go ahead and check those out at uppermichigansource.com and get ready for Valentine's Day.